Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
2 months, 3 months?
Yeah.
Time has flown so quickly.
Yeah, it really has. We started in, I started school August, September, October, November, 4 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, July after the 4th. So we got here in July and then headed to San Ramon to start the program for sure.
Okay, cool. And had either of you had any teaching experience at all?
Dajana did not have any teaching experience. She she's a hairstylist. So the only time she really taught was basically hair to other people that wanted to learn. So this was a whole new experience for her. So that's why she ended up doing some online classes. And that worked out for her. And then for myself, I used to work with kids one-on-one it's basically an RBT therapist, which is a registered behavioral therapist working with kids with autism, doing one-on-one therapy. So I did that for about 4 years. So I wouldn't say I was a teacher, but I did work with kids with emotional and behavioral solutions that need to be helped.
So that's why I guess you felt more comfortable, or you chose the in-person job, teaching job?
Oh yeah, I definitely felt more comfortable in person, but working one-on-one versus with like 28-year-olds is completely different. But I definitely think being able to manage time and manage schedules and multitask definitely helped.
For sure. And the TESOL course, obviously you had 1 week orientation and 3 weeks with the TESOL course. Do you think that prepared both of you more just for teaching in general?
I think it set us up really well on how to be organized and what a classroom could look like. Because we went to a public high school here in San Ramon, and it was completely different than American schools. You know, you're kind of in a culture shock going into the school system. But the school system I'm in is a private school, so it's definitely more westernized. But I definitely think it helped you write lesson plans and time management and kind of get you thinking outside the box on how to teach. Because kids get bored and you need to think outside the box and how to shift. So I definitely think that being able to do the course prepared you to be organized, how to shift through things, and how to think outside the box. I think for online classes as well, we did a lot of practice with teaching online courses. I think we did at least 3 or 4 or more classes online where we were able to prepare just in case, we were online, because here in Costa Rica, we had already a week shut down because people were sick. So we were all virtual for an entire week. So definitely prepared me for that.
Okay, so the TESOL course prepared you for like all possible solutions, all possible cases.
I would definitely say so, yeah.
And then, did you two choose the city? Did you have any preferences before you left? I know you were in Tamarindo, is that right? How did you end up there?
I think everyone has a preference before they come down here. They're like, I want a beach town. I want to live by the beach. I want to do this, and this. I think we got very, very lucky. Our first place we wanted to go to was Jaco. Like we even visited during one of our weekends, but nothing came up. We were either going to, once the program started, we ended up thinking maybe just stay in San Ramon or stay in San Jose or Liberia, which is about 2 hours from Tamarindo. I think the last week of my program, I had an interview with a school here in Tamarindo with 2 other girls from another program before us was already at. So it kind of worked out really well that, we got lucky at a beach town where everyone dreams of living.
It looks amazing in the pictures, and I'm like, how did you get that right? But that's amazing.
Yeah, very, very lucky. Like our apartment is like 5 minutes from the beach. I'm about 10 minutes from my school. I see the teachers, they pick me up, drop me off, and we got very lucky.
That's nice. It's quite a small community.
Yes,
Okay.
Tamarindo is very small. I've had the same drivers, the same waiters and waitresses. You see the same people, but then you also
Yeah.
know who are here on vacation.
Yes, yes, of course. So you had your interview second week of your TESOL course, right?
Yeah, I think third week, it was the very last week I had this interview.
Okay.
I had several interviews during the TESOL course, but the
Mhm.
job that I took was my last week.
Okay, okay, cool. And did you guys have any kind of a break between the end of TESOL and starting your new job?
I had maybe 3 days.
Okay.
I had 3 days that we left San Ramon. We came down here to Tamarindo, explored for 3 days, and then started teaching training where we had
Okay.
new teachers learn the ropes. And then I think Dajana had, 2 weeks before she started her online classes.
Okay, okay. She had more time to, yeah,
Hmm.
to get
To
relaxed.
adjust.
Okay, okay, okay. And I have a question. How did you guys find your apartment? Because it looks amazing, and I think you said it's very cheap. How did you find it?
Okay, yeah, it is. We are very lucky with like how we find things. So we did a lot of different things. There's a lot of Facebook groups to find apartments. If you're looking for any apartments, Facebook groups, putting your name out there and just kind of like messaging people through WhatsApp. But really what we did, because that wasn't really working out, because during school season, everyone's looking for an apartment, everyone's moving down here. And then, so what we did is actually went through Google Maps and just typed in apartments and then zoomed in. And then we would find them on Instagram or Facebook and then message them personally. And it was our first apartment that we actually wanted to look at, and we booked it.
Yeah, that's a good way to research. And also I guess because your town is smaller, it's a bit easier to like to sift through everything and to filter to find. Okay, okay, great, great. So is your schedule Monday to Friday, like 9 to 5? What is your schedule and Diana's schedule like?
So my schedule is I have to be at school at 7:30. The kids start at 8. And then school ends at 2:30, and then I leave at 3:30. So 7:30 to 3:30, Monday through Fridays. And then I'm doing Spanish lessons once a week with a teacher at the school, and then I'm giving her English lessons. So I do that on the side. And then Diana's schedules are mostly Monday through Friday in the mornings.
Okay. Okay. Okay, perfect. And for your apartment, the lifestyle, are things surprisingly cheap? Are they more expensive? How do you find, like, budget-wise? Is it, can you live? Are you eating bananas?
Yeah, you can definitely live down here comfortably. I think you just have to be very smart with your budget, because it depends on what city you're living in compared to San Ramon, which everyone starts in, to Tamarindo. San Ramon is more of a cultural place. Not a lot of expats are living there, so it's very cheap to live there, but living in a beach city is definitely more expensive. I would say it's the same as America, like the prices there. There's some places that are cheaper than others, but I would say relatively, like food cost and drink cost, it's about the same. But it's easy to budget. You can go out with friends and split meals. You can go to grocery stores and grab food. I mean, peanut butter and jelly at the beach, it just, it hits. Peanut butter and jelly at the beach, or smoothies. You can get fruit really cheap. The fruit, we always just go to some guys on the street are always selling fruit. So you could always just grab all the fruit, take it to the beach with you, and there's your lunch, and it's just, perfect.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah, that's amazing. It definitely depends on each person's like spending and how what their priorities are. But that's amazing. My last question is, do you think, how long was your original contract? And what are you guys planning next?
Yeah, so my original contract, Diana's contract, she doesn't really have one with her online teaching, so she's pretty flexible. My school schedule and contract is through end of June, July.
Okay,
so
about a year.
Yeah, about a year. So after that, the goal is to either go home for a couple months back to the US, and then finishing my dream and going to Thailand.
Okay,
So
that's the
yeah.
back
We're staying
back to
focused
plan A.
and, yeah, back to getting to Thailand. So from here, it's going to be maybe home for a couple months and then going right to Thailand to start teaching there.
Great. And yeah, but it's pretty simple. I think you just have to, drop us a mail when you decide to go to Thailand.
I've already messaged some coordinators about, what paperwork I need to get and how to get it and all that stuff.
Okay, perfect. And Dajana's like pretty happy with that too. She's like, no, let's go.
Yeah, I think so. I think she's a little nervous. I think she's, a little homesick. So, go home for a little bit and
have the break.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. No, thank you so much. I know it's, I think making time, the time zones are complicated, but really helped me. And I hope new teachers out there as well.
Yeah, I really hope this helps. And if you want to do it again, we can totally meet and hang out and chat it up.
Great. They actually, so we've got the next, I can't believe it's November already, but the November group is starting on Monday.
They are. This is so random, but I've had like 2 people from that group that's starting in November message me on Instagram about like thoughts and processing and stuff. So yeah, I've
They
not
found
met
you.
them, but
They
I have
found
talked to them. Yeah.